lesson three, lesson three about the Earth. So the Earth is a planet. It is a spheroid planet. Now, before, back in the olden days, a long time ago, people used to think that the Earth was flat. But theories about the Earth being round have actually been around for thousands of years. They've been around since the ancient Egyptians and the ancient Greeks, but they were placed in different books and weren't really the common thought of the average person back in the ancient times. Until about 400 years ago, um, the world has now been known as to be a round spheroid body. Now, the Earth, when looking at it just by itself, we can look at the Earth as being round. It's very long in diameter, about 12,000 meters in diameter. And then across the planet is divided into different sections. The planet is divided into 7 continents. That would be North America, South America, Europe, Asia, Africa, Oceania, which is Australia, and then Antarctica. And Antarctica is a pretty recent discovery. We didn't discover it until back in the early 1800s. So not only is the world divided into continents, it's divided into 5 oceans. Now, our world is mostly made up of water. We're 70% water. Our bodies are 70% water, and the Earth is 70% water. So there's a relationship between the Earth and our bodies there. Now, the 5 oceans of the world are the Atlantic, the Pacific, the Arctic, the Indian Oceans, and then that Southern Ocean. So the world is mostly divided into those sections because it's a nice and easy understanding of how the world is. And then with those sections being divided, we have different ecosystems going around on the Earth. So when it comes to understanding the Earth in the bigger picture, we know that the Earth is mostly water and it has land bodies on it, 70% water, 30% land. And then we'll get into greater detail about the Earth in relations to its specific points under the Earth. Now, when it comes to the Earth, also got to understand the Earth in relation to space. So Earth in relation to space is the 3rd planet from the sun. So we got Mercury, we got Venus, we got Earth. Earth is the 3rd planet. Now, in our solar system, we have 9, well, now we have 8 planets. We got Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. Pluto used to be a planet, but it's considered a dwarf planet now. It's not really a planet, it's just a dwarf. It's too small, and its other qualities don't allow it to be a planet. Now, Earth is about 93 million miles away from the sun, and we orbit around the sun in an ellipses. So kind of like an oval, round and round we go. As you know, like a complete orbit around the sun is 365 days. So that is what makes up a year. So a year is how many times we orbit around the sun in completion. So we orbit once, that is 1 year, 365 days. And then we rotate on our axis. On axis is our Earth. We go around and around and around and around. That is 124 hours that we rotate. That's when you see the sun come up, sun come down, and then that's a rotation. All right. To us, it looks like the sun is going up and down, but in actuality, the Earth is going is turning on its axis, and creating that illusion that the sun is going up and down. Also, when it comes to the Earth is in what is called a habitable zone. We're in a habitable zone. It's also called the Goldilocks zone. This habitable zone is that we're close enough to the earth, to the sun, where we get its warmth and it doesn't burn us. But we're also far away enough where we also don't freeze to death. So where the Earth is the perfect spot for life. It's the perfect spot for life. So we humans and other creatures around the universe, or around, not around the universe, sorry, around the Earth, wouldn't exist if it weren't for this perfect spot that we're in. You wouldn't have your dog, you wouldn't have your cat, you wouldn't have plants or trees, you wouldn't have birds flying in the air, because we're in a perfect spot where it doesn't get too hot, doesn't get too cold. So the Earth is in a perfect position for life to exist. So we're pretty lucky. All right, so that's the Earth in relationship to space. Now the Earth is in this solar system. The solar system is pretty much one sun or multiple suns connected with multiple different planets. We're in our Earth solar system. We got those other 8 planets with us. We got meteorites and things like that hanging out around us. And we get bombarded with those all the time. We know 65 million years ago, dinosaurs were destroyed by a meteorite that hit the Earth. Now we're also part of a bigger scheme. Multiple solar systems make up one galaxy. We are in the Milky Way galaxy. That is our galaxy. We are in the outer stretched arm of the Milky Way. You can look up videos on BrightThink, and BrightThink will have videos on that, on the Earth, in relation to that. In the universe itself, there are billions on top of billions of galaxies. So many of those galaxies are circling around inside the universe. And then we are just one of those galaxies. And then in that galaxy is a solar system. And on that solar system is an Earth. And on that Earth are continents. We are on the continent of North America. And in the continent of North America, we are in Texas or wherever you may be in the country right now. And then you yourself, you are in your own home or place. So it all starts out big, then goes down small. That's what we're going to learn in geography, the big picture and then the small picture in your local area. So that's the Earth.